Hello everyone, and welcome back to Homestuck. Last time, John finally cleared away all the special stardust that was in the way of us seeing this scene, so I guess we're gonna see what happens here. And John is in no way time traveling. That's right, not time traveling at all. Definitely not going to cause any terrible repercussions. Like, perhaps, if you've already liked this video, it might unlike it, so you better check and like it again, just in case. Whoa! And if you don't remember liking it, you did, trust me. It's time travel shenanigans. Also, you can subscribe or whatever. And if you want to see these weeks a week early? These episodes a week early, then you can become a member. And then it's kind of like you're time traveling yourself. Wow. That was smooth. Anyway. Oh, this was Jake. I knew that. I remembered it was Jake. Why did I think it was Roxy? Because Jade was interrogating Roxy. Okay. This makes sense. I thought that was John last time. My bad. It is just you and I now, Jake. Alone at last. Gulp! Well, this is not great for old Jakey boy here. Jane, can you please tell me what in the Sam Hill is going on? Haven't you kept me pinched in the hoosegow long enough? What the hell does that even mean? The what? And what happened to my grandma? She seemed so nice, and then all of a sudden, whammo, she's a gruesome monster. And what's with that thing she zapped onto your head that flipped your cuckoo fruitcake switch? Is that what made you lose your marbles, Jane? And why'd you have to plant such a spanking haymaker on the old breadbasket? That really hurt. In fact, it still hurts. Oh, why must my bottom rock these snug custard undies where you get to look like a doggone badass? Am I at least permitted to put on a respectable pair of fucking shorts? Oops. I have to try to do robot voice. Absolutely not. Oh, it's Karkat. But, Jane, Jake, be quiet. Having recently been crowned a supreme being of pure logic, my tolerance for your antiquated horseshit has fallen to the nil. I'm sorry, Jane. You know what a shameless blatherskite I can be, especially when I'm nervous. I start bumping my gums and prattling my screwball poppycock till I'm blue in the pus. You know how rough it's been for me, Jane? After we almost hopped the broom and then Dirk slipped me in the mitten over the whole trickster sockdolager. It all caught me flat-footed and knocked me right into the cocked hat. If squirreling me away in the calaboose like this is payback for the way I behaved, you've got to believe me, I never meant to hurt you, Jane. I'm doing my best here, and that's the real Simon Pure. Scout's honor. Og. Jake, now you have done it. You have made me exclaim in frustration audibly. If your intent is to welcome another knuckle sandwich instead of my reasoning for your captivity, then go on. Say one more thing that sounds like something a corny old man would say. I dare you. Double gulp. Gulp. That's what I thought. Listen carefully, prisoner. I stand to inherit a new empire very soon. When Earth has reached its final destination, it will be repopulated with a fresh brood of loyal subjects over whom I will rule absolutely. But I will not rule alone, Jake. Oh no, I will need a husband to rule by my side, and that is where you come in. Okay. You and I will be wed, and we will rule my empire together with an iron oven mitt. However, the mitt will be worn by me and me alone. You will have no executive authority whatsoever, because you are too stupid. You will always do exactly what I say when I say it. You will be obedient, cheerful, mostly silent, and scantily clad. Is that understood? Okay. You will also provide me with children, so my imperial legacy will continue, and the Crocker brand will live on in infamy. You will sire as many children as I ask for, and they will all be perfect, obedient little heirs and heiresses. You do remember our recent agreement to have a zillion babies, don't you, Jake? I do hope you are not planning to renege on this vow. Our children will rule the empire when we are gone. which of course will be never, because we will be eternally young and beautiful and immortal and in love forever and ever. We will travel the galaxy, conquering planets and expanding my empire. No alien world will pose any resistance to our forces, especially not once I figure out how to unlock all that incredible Page of Hope potential hidden away in your pathetic, hunky body. Please no, Jane, don't do this. I don't want to get married or sire children or rule an empire. I'm scared and sad and afraid, and I don't want to do this adventure anymore. I just want to go home. Please let me go back to Earth, Jane, just like it used to be. I want to go back to my pumpkin patch in the jungle when things were simpler, and all I had to worry about was being tackled by a feisty robot. I want to go back to when I didn't ruin all of my friendships, and when you didn't hate me, and when you didn't go crazy and tell me to be a weird royal husband slave. Wah!
You, dude, don't blow your nose on your cape.
Oh my god, it's figment of imagination, Dirk. Brain ghost, Dirk. You've got to do something.
Sorry, man, I'd like to help you out, but I'm not real.
Dagnabbit. Are you sure there's nothing you can do?
I'm only as real as your ability to believe in me.
Oh my god, is this just a page thing? I just put this together, that this is Jake's Rufio. I can't... Anyway. But I do believe in you. I believe in everybody.
Yeah, right. You never really believed in anyone your whole life, and you know it. Everything's always about you, don't you remember? You already had this epiphany, dingus. I could only become truly real if you ever managed to harness those bomb-ass shit hope powers she mentioned. Then again, if you actually did that, you wouldn't even need my help.
But I can't, and I don't want to be a pawn in her lecherous baby-making pastry empire. Jake!
We stop crying? It's reflecting poorly on both of us.
Sorry.
Hey, did you shave your legs?
No, I think the magic god to your fire burned it all off.
Goddamn, they're so smooth. A car could swerve out of control on these gams.
I know, it's really weird. Speaking of legs...
Yeah, the little poofy asshole pants, I know.
Is that really what you're wearing now?
Yeah.
Sweet!
No.
Jake, to whom are you talking? Brain Ghost Dirk. Brain Ghost Dirk. Yes? You are lying. No, I'm not. Brain Ghost Dirk sounds almost as fake as he is completely made up. But... Oh, for goodness sake. Pull yourself together, Jake. Your behavior is repugnant and has no place in my empire. What kind of man are you? What kind of suitor to an heiress weeps uncontrollably when his imaginary friend's existence is called into question?
She has a point there. Dude, would you quit bawling already? Stand up like a man and punch her in the face or something.
But I don't want to be a man, and I don't want to punch her in the face. Punch whom in the face now? Nobody. Just sickening. To think I wasted my youth pining over a vile maggot like you. Jake, you should not be misled when I imply that I love you, or when I command you to marry me and sire my children. In truth, I detest you, and if not for certain assets you possess, I would be sorely tempted to fork you full of holes right now and feed your remains to my daughter. But I won't. Daughter? Oh, Jade. Wait, I guess? Okay. You're lucky you're so hot.
Swoosh. Pumpkin.
Well, hello? Is, anyone inside that thing? Who goes there? I've built a pyramid of sadness. Don't worry. Oh, okay, hold on. I can do this.
Terezi is here,
and John is here. No, he's not, is he? Kind of. I think I'm a little bit off on the pitch, but whatever. Don't worry, I'm not a villain. I'm just passing through looking for someone. I was told to find a girl named Roxy. Oh, this is the difficult part. Because Roxy's Close to that, but not quite. Okay. Roxy, huh? Sounds like a babe.
Yeah, maybe. Do you know her?
Kinda.
Really? Have you seen her?
Nope, not in a while, I'm afraid.
Darn.
I could help you find her, though, with a series of vexing riddles and clues, each more bewildering than the last, each less infuriating than the next. For I am the sphinx of this pyramid, and that sort of coy BS is the shit I get up to every day. All pyramids have sphinxes, I decided it just now.
No, that sounds really dumb. I would rather just have some straightforward information as to her whereabouts.
Strokes sphinx the chin enigmatically.
Can you at least tell me what she looks like?
Well, the thing is, she's hard to recognize lately. She started wearing a mask for some fucking reason. Maybe so as to avoid detection from Snoopy boys. Wonk. Just wonked at you, FYI.
You just... what?
Nothing.
Alright, well, can you tell me where it was you last saw her?
Heck yes. It was last time I looked in a mirror. There's no mirrors in jail, though, which is a shame. Could use an eyeload of that stone-cold fox to get me through the long nights. Hardest time I ever done, frown. Okay.
Oh my god, it's you! How could I possibly fall for such a stupid prank?
LMA frickin' O. You're almost as gullible as English. How perfect is that that's just some kind of family trait.
What?
You must be John, right?
Yes. How did you know that?
Because Jake rambled about meeting you a bunch of times, also you sound like him.
Oh. It seems like you have me at a disadvantage then, which is impressive considering you're in jail, and also in a little green pyramid thingy for some reason. Did you actually build that thing?
Afya.
That's cool. It's like a little fort.
This is so not right.
Why can't I do it? I don't know, it's something like that. I built a fort once in my room. I made it out of a bedsheet and some crooksite dowels. Then my friend threw it in a bottomless pit.
Haha, that's awesome.
It was alright.
No, but for real, don't wreck my fort or I fuck you up.
I wouldn't dare. Aren't you going to come out so I can see you?
I would, but I've been trying to concentrate on something, so I built this sick pyramid deal to help focus my brain, chi, and spiritual magics, and if all possible, to blitz my chakras out of the yin-yang.
Is it working?
No, but at least it's nice and dark and quiet in here and free from distractions. Or was, till a guy came along looking for some check.
What are you trying to do exactly?
I have to make a spike ball appear out of thin air, but all I can make are these lame cubes.
You made all these cubes?
Yup.
That's a neat power.
Thank you. Also made some pumpkins, cubes and pumpkins. The manifestations of amateurs. They're basically freebies for Void players, I think.
I remember making some of those cubes with my alchemitor. I think that's what a blank card makes, so yeah, they're super primitive, but making pumpkins is pretty impressive. They're like these big old vegetables.
No, dude. Pumpkins are hell so primitive. Void-wise, they're like the middle square in a bingo card. Drumming up a dumb gourd ain't nothing to write home about.
Well, if you're really having trouble, I know a thing or two about learning to use god-tier powers, so maybe I could help.
Doof. Hey, look. That's Jake stuffed in a blue windsock.
Huh?
Never mind. So, what kind of hot god-tier tricks can you teach me?
Tricks? I guess I don't know any actual tricks, per se, aside from how to use some of my powers. But I don't know if the same tricks would apply to using your powers.
You said you could help, though.
I said maybe I could. I don't know, I was just throwing it out there. Like, maybe if I told you about how some of the experiences I had when I was learning to do my windy stuff, you might have some kind of, voidy epiphany.
A voidy epiphany?
Yes.
Okay then, I'm all ears, Johnny Windsock. Well, loose your wisdom whilst I rake in the epiphanies.
Okay, I've noticed whenever I learn to do new things with my powers, it's usually in response to something. Like something important that has to be done. So, why are you trying to make the spike ball? And how important does it feel to you?
Well, first I was mainly trying to make it because Dog Girl was forcing me to. But now I think I keep trying because I'm getting obsessed with this dumb spike ball and PO'd that I can't do it.
I see. What actually is this spike ball, if you don't mind my asking?
It's an alien egg for the trolls, to hatch them all back to life, but only to be ruled by an evil witch, so it's gonna be shitty for them. So yeah, it's kind of an important thing, but at the same time, it'd probably be terrible if I actually made it, so...
Then maybe the fact you're conflicted about it is why you're having trouble.
Yeah, maybe.
If you think it's important to make, but don't want to give it to the bad guys, why don't you just break out of jail? Then you could try to make the egg at your own discretion and use it however you think is best.
IDK, I broke out of here once already and the fucking witch just nabbed me again. And that was before she recruited Jake's omnipotent goofball grandma to zap me back here the moment I step outside.
Yeah, it is a tricky situation with Grim Bark Jade on the loose, that's for sure. And I've just been managing to evade her. I just swoosh the breeze around to hide my scent and dissolve into wind and fly away if she finds me. Maybe you could do something like that too. Seems to me if anyone should be able to avoid detection using their powers, it'd be a Void player. Get it? Avoid, as in avoid.
That is the legit sound reasoning, yo. Plus a waylaying pun to boot. But remember how we were just talking about the fact that when it comes to god tier shit, I don't know the F I'm doing?
Oh, right.
Anyway, I thought you were going to regale me with stories of your ascent through windsock tiers, such that I might through osmosis glean vagaries of godhood, and then all I gotta do is wait for this rude tidal wave of epiphanies and junk to wash over me and get me hella wise. Then and only then will I be able to make this shitty egg happen, okay?
Okay, where should I start?
At the beginning.
You mean like, when I first became a god tier? That's kind of a long story, and I was kind of tricked into it. It might take some setup to understand.
Dude, look, I have grand illusions that this yarn you spinel be like some actual officious tutelage or fucking pajama spells. I just want to hear you talk about stuff, want to know your stories. Go.
Alright, in that case, I guess it all started on my 13th birthday, which was about 3 years ago, by the way. I heard about this awesome game, or at least one I thought was awesome, but I wanted to play it with my friends. But it wasn't so easy to start. I had to get it from the mail, which meant sneaking around in the house while avoiding my dad, which was kind of stupid and childish in retrospect. Blah 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 blah.
Go on. Like, mouse? Okay, there it goes. Boyfriend material? Probably. Totes eligible. Mental note. Mac on.
Blah 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 blah. Nana Sprite. Meteor. I missed Meteor. Blah blah blah. Oil everywhere. Blah 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 blah. Imps. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Your daughter. Blah blah. At least I think she is. Blah 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 blah. Salamanders. Blah 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 blah. Trolls. Blah 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 blah. Rocket pack. Blah blah blah. Died.
Really?
Blah blah Karkat, blah 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 ectobiology, blah 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 Jack Noir, blah 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 Queen's Ring, blah 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 a girl named Vriska, blah 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 Ocean of Green Fire.
Wow.
Blah 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 quest bed, blah 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 prototype, blah 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 Jade's omnipotent dog, blah 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 chess guy, blah 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 flying around in my dad's car, blah 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 Liv Tyler, blah blah the battlefield, blah 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 huge wind drill, blah 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 the tumor, blah blah.
Please continue.
Blah 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 follow Rose, blah 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 mom and dad died, blah 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 kissed her back to life, blah 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 the scratch, blah 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 huge record, blah 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 giant needle, blah 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 green sun, blah 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 reset, blah 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 god tier Jade, blah 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 golden battleship.
You're kidding me.
Blah 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 through a giant window, blah blah 3 years, blah 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 Con Air, blah 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 thought it sucked, blah 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 but eventually came to my senses, blah 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 Ghostbusters 2 MMORPG. Oh no, she's bored. Say more interesting things. Blah 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 duel with Jack Noir, blah 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 turned into wind and escaped, blah 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 cool hat with rabbit ears. Blah 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 cracks in paradox space, blah blah enchanted desert, blah 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 magic ring, blah blah adventure on the high seas, blah 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 ghostly troll pirates, blah ultimate weapon, blah 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 defeat Lord English. Blah 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 house-shaped thingy, blah blah poke my hand inside, blah 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 unstuck in cannon, blah 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 turned blurry, blah 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 clowns on the top of the White House, blah 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 vampire hissed at me, blah 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 literally inside Con Air, blah 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 glitchy bullshit, blah blah met myself, blah 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 finally found you hiding in this little green pyramid. Phew.
Oh my god.
Blah. So that's pretty much the whole story. I left a bunch of stuff out, though. If more important stuff that I forgot occurs to me, I will let you know.
Hey, no, that's fine. That was great and exciting as heck. Sounds like you guys got up to a lot more crazy shit than we did. For us, it's been mostly dicking around in a session full of spooky skeletons for half a year. Then Fefita died. The end.
Fefita?
Fefita was a dear, sweet, precious, dear friend of mine. She was beautiful and sweet and lovely. She exploded.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Oh, we also became tricksters, which as far as that can as far as things that can happen is so dumb. I guess that's kind of the epilogue of our story. Oh yeah, then we had hangovers and went god tier accidentally. That's the double epilogue, the end X2 combo.
I don't know. That all sounds pretty interesting to me. Sometimes in life, when you look back on things, it can feel like it was all boring and uneventful. When you really think about it, you remember all these cool things that happened that you forgot about.
Yeah. Those are some wise words, J-Sock.
Anyway, if you remember more about your adventures and want to tell me sometime, I'd love to hear it.
Okay. But hey, I could not help but notice in your story you was talking about my mom sometimes. she's broken into the pyramid. How is it still structurally stable? Anyway.
Your mom? Well, yeah, but I know her as your daughter. But I mean, who the hell even knows at this point?
I know, right? The curious case of the mutual moms. It is the biggest mystery? You know, once I even caught wind of some lore that implied I might even be my own mom. Fafata hinted that at me once during a long spiel. Damn, that girl could talk. How messed up would that be, though?
There is probably something to that, actually. You were all the first batch of babies, after all. I think you were literal copies of yourselves. That's what it's supposed to mean to be a paradox clone.
Babies? What?
Oh, I guess I kind of glossed over all this stuff in my story, but I was the one who made us all in the first place with a weird cloning machine.
No fucking shit! Is impressed!
It was no big deal, though. I was just messing around with a control panel and some babies appeared.
So we already met, huh? And I don't even remember because I was just some idiot baby. That shit ain't fair!
Come to think of it, we met one other time too, but you were asleep.
Huh?
You're floating around in purple pajamas, and I pushed you out of the way of a flying fork. I almost forgot about that, but yep, that was you alright.
You still woke me up then.
I might have, but the fork stabbing me in the chest and Dream killed my sleep ghost or something. You know how it is with all this dream logic.
You mean how it makes little to no sense ever?
Yes, exactly. I guess I didn't think much about it at the time, but I had a sneaky suspicion that's who you were. You really do look like a lot like Rose. She's looking for you, by the way.
Yeah?
She told me to go find you, and I did, so she says hi.
Oh man, what else did she say?
She's looking forward to meeting you.
Aw, well if you see her again before I do, tell her I can't wait to meet her too. Though to be honest, I'm kinda nervous about it, but don't tell her that part.
Sure, there's nothing to be nervous about though. She's just a nice nerd who likes to read and knit.
I shouldn't be surprised to hear that. Me and all my friends are a bunch of silly nerds too. Even Dark, who thinks he's too cool for school. When in reality he is nowhere close to clearing the coolness threshold which exempts one from attending an educational institution. That's my interpretation of the tongue out phase. Anyway.
Speaking of which, I've been wondering where he is. I know Jade's grandpa's in jail too, getting badgered by my evil Nana.
You mean Jack and Jane?
Yeah, sorry. But I have not seen hide nor hair of Dave's bro yet.
I figured he got thrown in jail too. Although, come to think of it, I probably would have heard a bloody ruckus by now resulting from his inevitable escape attempt. I'm not that worried about him though. He's good at taking care of himself. In fact, I feel like all of us will be okay now that you guys are here, but there is still one of my friends I'm worried about the most.
Who?
She's my best friend. Well, okay, I got a few best friends, you know?
Yeah.
But she was always the kind of special best friend. Last time I saw her, she was in big trouble.
Oh no, where is she?
In the afterlife, being dead. Her bro killed her, which is bad enough, but now he's out there hunting down her ghost. She's doing her best to hide, but her bro's an awful and relentless piece of shit, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid she might be already gone.
You're right. That is very concerning. Who is she? Would I know her?
Dunno. How in the loop are you about cherubs?
Oh, surprisingly, I know a lot about that subject. For instance, did you know they turn into gigantic snakes when they have sex?
Wah! Wah! Oh! Actually, is this just oh? Because, no, it is. It's an, like, surprise face. Wah!
I know, weird, right? Or weird, right? That's probably not very relevant to the topic at hand, though.
Yeah, prob not. Anyway, you know about Lord English, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, she's his sister, and her name is Calliope.
Oh. Okay, this is starting to make sense.
Yup. She's supposed to be critical to defeating him somehow. She's going on some quest out there to find a deadlier version of herself or whatever. I don't know, that could all be true. And maybe it's selfish of me, but all I really care about now is if she's okay.
I understand. She is your friend. I think I'd feel the same way.
Smile.
Wait a minute, I've got it!
Got what?
I have such a good idea that would solve your problem.
Huh?
All you have to do is bring her back to life.
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is, an interesting proposition. How?
Easy. I have this magic ring.
What? You have one too?
Yes. Wait, what do you mean, too? You also have a magic ring?
I had one. Fucking lost it though. My peep's invisible. Who put it on?
No, mine doesn't do that. It brings ghosts back to life.
Fuck! No way!
Yes, way. It's back in my house. I could go get it right now.
Damn, son. If you find this to be some true baller happenstance, if your claim is true, I'm crying.
It is quite true. It should be a piece of cake. You just wear it when you go to sleep, and it comes with you in your dreams. Then you can find your cherub friend, put it on her finger, and bring her back. I think you can only use it once, though, so once she's wearing it, it'll be hers forever. Or at least as long as she wants it.
Yo! John, that's amazing! I don't know, though, that sounds like such an obscenely precious commodity. You sure you want to let me use it?
Sure. It's no big deal, really. For a while, I was hanging on to it, thinking that I might give it to... Oh, man, this is gonna sound dumb.
Huh?
There was this girl who I was considering giving it to for some reason. Remember? She was the diabolical one who figured
figured prominently? Is that a thing you can say?
Who featured prominently in my long story.
Oh yeah. Fresca, right?
Yeah, close enough. See, she really wanted that ring, and when she found out I had it, and, honestly, I'm not sure why it even crossed my mind to give it to her. I guess I was just used to the idea that I liked her for some reason. At least I thought I did. It was a stupid idea based on hardly anything. Like a one day of conversations. But since I've gotten to know her better, I don't know. I think I might actually kind of hate her.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's, actually pretty awful. She's so full of herself and mean to her friends, and dangerous, really, really dangerous.
This is so funny because he's like, I was gonna give this ring to this girl that I basically had like one conversation with, and then he's like, but instead I'm gonna give it to you, a girl who I've had one conversation with. Anyway, ouch. Well, what can I say, John? Love sucks.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, I don't think I can let anyone like that have the ring.
But you don't mind trusting me with it?
No, it's funny. After spending some time with a person who's legitimately crazy, it becomes easy to tell right away when someone, isn't.
Lol, you sure about that?
Well, yeah, everyone's a little crazy. I just mean not bad crazy. Besides, you don't even want the ring for yourself. You want to give it to someone you care about. That's what makes you one of the good guys.
What a nice thing to say. I bet saying stuff like that's why you're the leader.
What makes you think I'm the leader?
Come on, dude, you're obviously the leader of Other Kid Team Squad. I can just tell.
Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, I'll go get the ring right now.
Yay! I'll wait here. No need to set off the alarms with a daring escape just yet. Let's keep them lulled into a false sense of control over the sitch. We can start scheming under their nose while you keep sneaking around undetected. Last thing we want is for all hell to break loose before we know what we're doing.
Yeah, that's a good plan. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be the leader of your team squad too, right? Nah, that's Jane. As you can see, she's the one with a knack for ruthless executive authority. It's a shame she can only use it when she's evil, though. Yeah, but maybe we can do something about that if we work together. Yay! Alright, off I go. Keep practicing your powers. See you, Roxy.
Uh-oh. Spotted. Fix the pyramid.
Oh, yes!
Okay. Throne of perfectly cute... Whoa! Not quite, but we're getting there.
Yes! Ugh.
Perfectly generic matriorb. And John is flying back. Something's... the ring's already gone. Okay. John Egbert's ring has gone missing.
We are all completely blown away by this stunning revelation. What the fuck?
Okay.
Wow, missing, really? As in not there, huh? It's not that interesting.
Alright, well, here we go. Caliborn. Let me try to get out of John and into Caliborn. I'm just gonna...
No, not quite. How do I get into Caliborn? Maybe that's close enough. We now return to your favorite web series, Homestuck. Act something, something. Already in progress.
Be a different male. Hey, look. It be Dave.
The last time
that things happened... No, that's Karkat. I got to Karkat. That's crazy.
Oh, man. All these voices that are just slightly similar right in a row. It's a rude turn of events. Anyway.
originally he was more like this, but eventually he got more like this, I think. Okay. The last time that things happened, the male story hero blew up, so fortunately we won't see him ever again. This means we need a new male to lead the story. Here he is, with his dumb black glasses and everything. Here to onward, I refer to this male as the alpha male. The alpha male is less bad than the original male. He is not as annoying and has no tendency to randomly appear and bother people. He also likes cool swords and irony, I guess, and like myself, he has cultivated a taste for fine art. Hence, he will be my male of choice on this adventure. But I will admit, there's one reason above others why I've decided to favor the alpha male. He has exceptional taste in puppets.
Oh, there's Cal.
Yes.
Alpha male, call for backup. Oh! Close up. Nope. No pestalog.
Normally, here's what would happen. He would talk into his glasses or something like a pitiful loser. In doing so, he would summon his rectangle, what is known as a pestalog. It is never advisable to open a pestalog. You see, the button is a trap which when sprung releases words upon words, which only serve to remind you of your intense dislike for the people saying the things as well as how little regard the author has for your valuable time. As such, there will be no words described in my tale, only action. Send in the bitches.
Okay.
The alpha male whistles for his bitches. You'll need a loyal entourage of top flighty females to assist him on his important boy journey. Actually, let's invite a couple more to the party.
Oh, jeez.
These two delectable floozies were not supposed to show up until a lot later, but let's be honest, it does not matter.
Alpha male, begin game.
You and your comely
Okay.
harem of hoochie mamas, cut to the fucking chase. You sidle up to the assortment of game junk, which is relevant to making this happen.
Actually, he said happen normally, but you know, I can't resist. John Egbert, wait, how did you get here?
I don't think I like this universe. Dave? Oh dear God. Disregard the unimportant male ghost behind the curtain.
Just gonna cover him up, okay.
This is really dumb. He will not be a part of this story.
Hey, it's bird sprite, whatever it's called.
Why is everything so shitty? The alpha male does the requisite things with the stuff. His adventure is nigh. Alpha male, go outside. This isn't how any of it happened, you idiot. The alpha male at his trusty bitch parade proceed to the roof to witness the incredible land of fantasy he has entered. Alpha male, be on roof.
Wow, look at these awesome clouds.
Hey, where do you think you're going? I'm not going to stand by while you mangle our story like this.
The stairs, bro.
Ah, these stairs are so terrible. How are these even stairs? You successfully be on the roof, and prepare to human kiss your sorry planet goodbye. There is not a dry eye in the party, except for the males, as well as the puppets. Suddenly, there is a dramatic change.
Okay, is that it? Okay.
Wait! Fuck! Oh my god, this door is shit!
Okay.
I don't recall what his land was, though.
Make a world. Very important. Oh, thanks for the help, Liv Tyler, or... I can't remember what the other version was. The alpha version, I don't remember.
Something with lava, I think. I don't really care. I will just make up my own. It will be a great opportunity to flex my powerful world-building muscles for you to be dazzled by. You see, when crafting a strong and compelling narrative, I think it's important for an accomplished artist to give himself the latitude to do whatever he wants, and to fuck around as much as cherubically possible. And the size of that latitude should be literally as big as the whole fucking story. As such, using knowledge accrued from my tomes of artisan knowledge, I will change my art style to demonstrate my versatility and make you be impressed. However, the mangas are clearly too advanced for now. After I level up in fine art, maybe, but not now. As for the time being, and to get more practice, all of my work assets will be respectfully plagiarized from the distinguished Mr. Emberley. Wow, yes, so good.
Oh boy. Land of someone's handicrafts I took.
What? Alpha male, whistle for the stallions.
Oh, well, there they are. Horse walking.
You beckon a flock of noble mounts. Your party will need them to gallop across my beautiful realm of wonders.
Stallions descend.
The alpha male's reign of adventure begins here on this roof, overlooking an enchanting cliffscape, host to innumerable gorgeous stallions. How ironic that his very departure would be in the proximity of some horses. What? You didn't follow that? Just think it over. Think it over.
Okay, mount steeds.
Blah. All members of your party sit on the majestic beasts of burden and prepare to ride like the wind. It goes without saying that the incomplete horses must be reserved for the women.
Steeds ride.
Wait! Ugh, you're all such morons. They're off, look at them go. Blah.
Wait, why is it three-dimensional? What?
Well, guess it's time to saddle up. Why the hell not? This is literally the suckiest horse I've ever seen in my life. Whatever, giddy up. Yahoo! Yeah! Fly, shit biscuit, fly! No, you dumbass, not this way. Go down, down, I say.
You can just fly, John. Why are you...
Whoa, fella, watch out for that helicopter and that rocket ship and that, row of stick Vikings. Yes, go down this way. Good horse. Yeehaw, almost there. Wait, horse, what are you doing? Oh god, we're gonna crash.
Oh no.
Bogus Roxy, watch out, we're gonna crash. Very slowly it would seem.
Is this what happened in Roxy's, when she was reading that wizard thing that Rose wrote? Is this not similar to that? Wasn't there a moment where they were riding like fake horses or like broomsticks or something like that, and they were gonna like crash into each other, and then was that just this? Is this what Rose was looking at, or like Alpha Rose, whatever it would be? Horse accident. Oh no, Roxy's dead. John, you killed her.
Well, I kinda liked her too, and now she's dead. Sorry, Bogus Roxy. I'll try to make it up to you. The real you, anyway. Oh, hell no, this bozo's still at it. The alpha male is accosted by a pack of wild foes.
Drop. Oh no. A robot, and a witch, and a wolf, and a pirate ship, and a whale.
Raucous melee is imminent. The male reaches for his blade, but discovers he doesn't have one. In his haste to begin his journey, he forgot to take it. Alpha male, receive boon from your creator. I give the alpha male a mysterious chest. What is inside? Okay. Will what is inside turn the tide of battle? Let's find out.
Open chest.
You open the chest to reveal a collection of illicit smut. Jackpot, I say, by which I mean you say.
John's not happy about it.
With your trusty smut forge a sword.
Oh no.
Your filthy human pornography has been forged into a formidable blade. Your foes tremble in their boots, which means John, crying.
Strike the witch.
You deal a critical hit to the horrible witch. However, an ill-timed leap subsequently causes you to suffer massive damage. Your noble mount absorbs most of the damage, though.
No.
The horse has been slain. The wolf thing consumes the carcass. After his meal, he leaves full and satisfied, never to return. The witch also dies from her injuries. Boo! She drops, let's say, additional pornos. You put them in your stash. As a result of all that, the robot goes crazy. You suck. All your foes have been defeated. You win the fracas. As the best boy hero who accomplished a success, you are now entitled to the spoils. Receive spoils. The male sheathes his sword on the floor, looking cool and casual. Like the dangerous hero thing he did was no big deal. Also, his arm fell off. But one of his faithful bimbos nearby thought it was a really big deal. She is swooning his way right now. She will reward the male for his manly deeds with a human kiss. Here's where the tale begins to get a little sloppy. Oh, god damn it.
No, don't do the baby as you. Don't do it.
Story rectangle. Zoom in on raunchy seduction. No, stop. Your brother and sister, you gross freak. Are there. Ah, no. I don't care how bogus they are. I won't let you make Dave and Rose kiss. That's enough. I can't take any more of your shitty story. It's so ugly and stupid and it's making me so mad. Ah.
No, Dave.
And another thing, why don't you learn to respect girls better? You're just making them follow Dave around like a bunch of idiots. The only thing you're letting them do is kiss the boy whenever he does something brave. That's so lame. All these girls have their own cool adventures. Don't you realize what you're doing here makes you a weird creep? It seems the alpha male has been slain. This obviously will not do. Some additional backup males are deployed due to, let's say, time travel.
Time travel keeps happening.
The male is being very reckless with his loops. What a mess. The dude pile doesn't stop from getting taller. It causes everyone to completely forget about the increasingly agitated blue male altogether. That's the end of Homestuck, Act I'm gonna fucking kill you! Chapter 2, thank you for subscribing to my newsletter. Be sure to click through the following pages as fast as you can to get right back here to the good stuff. Bye!
Okay. Great. Well, what a great place to end. Right? As soon as I saw that, I'm like, I cannot start the next episode with this. But good on you, John. Respecting women. Very important. If you don't want to be the villain of the story. Literally. Anyway, that was pretty fun. I think John and Roxy have a fun dynamic. They're kind of similar in a lot of ways that I didn't really pick up on all that much. Like, they're both kind of the emotional center of their friend groups. By which I mean they're like the only one you could have a realistic emotional conversation with. Like, yeah, Rose will try, but her psychoanalysis stuff isn't really the most helpful. And then Dave and Dirk are way too layered in irony, and Jake and Jade are both a little bit too wacky, you know? Like, I think Jade would try to give you advice in the same way Jake would probably try to give you advice. And let's be clear, Jake's advice would be way worse. But I do think Jade is just so disconnected from other humans that she just doesn't, like, she grew up completely isolated. I just don't think she would have necessarily the best advice. Nor is anyone really going to her for advice. Though, you know what? She has grown up a fair amount. So maybe current Jade is a decent pick. But overall, when it comes to the friend groups, it's clearly Roxy and John that's keeping everyone together, you know? So yeah, that's interesting. I never really thought about that before. And although their voices are kind of hard to do one after another, I am interested to see a future dynamic they may have. As I am interested to find out what happened to the ring. So, like, did Dave Sprite take it? It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny if Dave Sprite took it and wore it, and now he's just like Dave too. And Dirk's like,
You too, huh?
Also, I love that Mind Dirk is still real for Jake. That's so funny. And I guess that's part of his Hope player powers, is he's just manifested a Dirk into existence. That's pretty funny. Anyway, as a question for this video, which world would you rather be trapped in? Trickster mode or Homestuck? It's up to you. Both are probably a death sentence. But hey. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.